I love you.
Hey guys, welcome back to another K Countdown ranking. So this was a Patreon request by Megan.
Thank you, Megan, for requesting. She told us to throw it back with our ranking of our favorite Kara title tracks.
Yes, and if you people don't know who Kara is, you should. They're one of the most iconic second-gen girl groups. And of course, us being second-gen stans, we obviously know some of Kara's most iconic tracks. So, and this was interesting because there's even some of the older stuff that we didn't really listen to too much that we had to obviously listen to the rank, and it was fun. I was kind of like, I don't know, but I feel like my list is pretty solid.
I would say so too. Like, Kara does have a lot of releases because they're an older group, so we did pick a specific listing of title tracks / whatever. The list will be in the comment section if you also want to play along. So we're doing a ranking of 13 title tracks by Kara. Do you think we'll have stuff in common? I feel like we will, or like the same grouping of songs will be in the same area.
I think so too. Again, this is our opinions. This is separate lists. These are not the same list. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. So starting off with number 13, I feel like we might have the same one. I'm not sure.
I don't think we are.
Let's go to number 13. So number 13 is Pretty Girl. Oh.
Yeah. So I knew that Pretty Girl is gonna be your least favorite. I was like, I'm sorry, I think I'd rather listen to Pretty Girl over Rock You any day.
I don't know. So we have a friend, Alejandro, shout out to you. He is a Pretty Girl enthusiast and we always are like, no.
So is Terry.
Oh, is she also?
I think so.
I don't know, hearing it again, I'm like, this song is just not it. Like, I don't understand what the point of
Okay,
this song.
but Rock You was not the best song either. Could be better.
No hate to Pretty Girl though.
I don't know. Like, usually in our rankings, they'll be like, oh, this is my least favorite, but I still really like the song. But like in this case, I don't really like
I don't listen to
Rock
Pretty
You.
Girl. Yeah, you don't listen to that, I don't listen to Pretty Girl.
Like, at all.
Like,
I'd
it's
rather
just
not.
our thing.
Whoops.
So number 12.
On our list.
Rock
Pretty Girl. They were switched.
For me, actually, when I first saw Rock You, because, you know, when I got into K-pop, I did look back into like older group songs. So when I saw Rock You, I actually didn't hate it. I liked the song. I had it in my iPod. I listened to it. Listening to it now, it's obviously not that high compared to other Kara title tracks because I think their other ones are better than Rock You, and Rock You was a little bit weird, especially after their debut. But I still kind of got like a small little soft spot. So that's why I put it at 12 and not dead last. Like
we said, Pretty Girl is also a pretty cringy song, and if it wasn't gonna be last for me, it was definitely second last. When I first got into Kara back then, you know, I obviously saw like the more iconic songs, and I looked back into their older discography, and I was very confused because their songs were very different, very much more cute and cringy, which there's nothing wrong with cute songs, but back then, some of them were not the best.
It's second gen
So
flavor.
I do remember seeing Rocky and be like,
it's second gen flavor.
But these two songs, definitely not my cup of tea. So I think after here, we gets a little better.
If you want a pretty,
everyone a pretty. Number 11.
Number 11. Honey!
See, we're putting the same songs in the same areas.
So it's funny because I didn't really know Honey that much. Like, I don't think I really listened to it when I got into K-pop. Listening to it now and like I was hearing it, I was like, well, this is definitely a lot better than the other two songs I mentioned. I like it either way, even if it's kind of low. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It has like that, again, that second gen, like cute charm to it, kind of like early Girls' Generation and whatnot. Even if it's low, I think it's a good second gen Kara release.
I agree. It's a good take on the cute concept, I believe. Like, this one wasn't as hard to listen to as the other two. My first encounter with this song was a friend covering it. Like a dance cover of it at an event we went to, and that was my first time hearing the song. But I was like, oh, this song is cute. Like, I had nothing wrong
it's cute.
with
There's nothing wrong with the song.
Moving on to number 10 on our list.
Break It! Oh! Okay,
Wow, we
Interesting.
are
I'm surprised.
on the same page
On the same
here.
page right now.
Wow.
Break It. So yes, Kara's debut that features a foreign member because this was before Jiyoung and Gohara entered the group. Break It. I feel like it's a sassy, vocally
Kinda
great
90s
debut. Yeah,
vibes,
I liked
right?
it, and that they were even wearing like the snapbacks, and they were
I
like.
feel like back then, around 2007 to 2009-ish, some girl groups were still doing like this 90s vibe. And this song, like if you really do like that old school K-pop 90s vibe sound, it's definitely a song you would enjoy. So like I enjoy it for that. It's very interesting how much Kara changed their concept drastically from debut to their like first few releases to then being more dance tracks.
But I also really like it vocally. Like they have very mature vocals.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was a really good debut, and you know that's why it's up there. Like it, you know, it's an oldie but a goodie. So let's see if we have the same number 9. So far we've had 2 the same. So number 9 is 1, 2, 3, 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍.
그대를 사랑해 my love 그대를 사랑해 my love 그대를 사랑해 나 그대를 사랑해 나 그대를 사랑해.
Holy shit, 3 in a row.
I'm so
This is a
sorry, we have the same ranking.
This is a new record. I don't think we've ever had this many songs
in a row.
Yeah, in a row.
그대를 사랑해 my love.
𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍 just has some sort of a special place in my heart because way back when I joined K-pop, I used to try to join like vocal collabs on YouTube with my cousin, and 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍 was one of the songs, so I knew the words. And it was a song we always sang together. Never learned to dance, but it was a video I've seen many times. That's why 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍's, you know, up there. I feel like it just got a special place in my heart, and I don't know, it's catchy as fuck.
I mean, I don't have any special like relationship with the song like you do, but the song is really catchy and I really enjoy it, and I think it was their growth into more dancey, poppy songs. So
like it started getting, this is where they started kind of turning. But 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍 is iconic, man. I don't think there's any way we can get a 4th in a row.
Really?
I don't think so.
Alright, number 8.
Jumping! Okay.
쓸쓸해 네가 찌릿찌릿해 깜짝 못하게 기억 속 너를 깨워 jumping 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 up.
We broke the streak. Okay, so I picked Jumping. Funnily enough, I've never really listened to Jumping. Yeah, one time I did, it didn't really do anything for me. Like I was like, this is okay.
I remember you saying you didn't really like the song, and I was like,
Yeah,
the
like-
song, that sounds good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't really like the song. Listening to it again, I was like, what the fuck was I on? Because honestly, that song's kind of a banger. So that's why it is higher on my list, even though I do know like 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒏 more and I know Rock You more and whatnot. Definitely that song is a lot better than the rest of the songs that were mentioned. It's kind of got that iconic like Kara styling, like their outfits, their heavy kind of eyeliner look. That's when you kind of got the iconic Kara look from all the members. I had to put it up here. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's good.
Cupid for me is kind of like a floater song. It's kind of in the middle because I feel like at the time they were trying to come back and Mamma Mia was so good, and then Cupid just kind of fell flat for me, but it's still a good song. Like I obviously enjoy the song, but it's kind of there. Like it's a good time, but it's not the best time for me. But I guess it's more of a good time than like 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒏 and Break It for me. Just because I think it was more fresh and I know it more. Yeah. Number 7 is 1, 2, 3.
Jumping! Oh my god, so we had switched those.
그대로 jumping up 너에게 jumping up 이제 shoot it up right now I'll never give it up.
They're close though.
Yeah.
That kind of
Our
half
whole list
point.
so far is pretty much the
similar.
same.
Cupid, I kind of agree with Amanda. I feel like Mamma Mia was so fantastic that Cupid didn't really follow up to Mamma Mia. Nonetheless, I still think the song's enjoyable. I still listen to it. I still get down. And those pink cowboy hats with the outfits, I was like,
They were doing cowboy looks before anyone in 2020. Jumping, like you said, a good time. Also, the movement into their more poppy sound. I enjoy that song. She had mentioned it a while back that she didn't like Jumping. I remember listening to Jumping and being like, why not? Like, it sounds like your style.
don't look at me, that was my old self.
It's a good time. Slaps.
So number 6,
Mr.
Hey 거기 거기 mister 여길 좀 봐봐 mister 그래 바로 넌 피어나 세상을 다 가져봐.
How dare you?
What?
I put Lupin, you put
Mr. Y. Mr's iconic. You can't listen to that song and not want to dance around and sing along. Though out of their iconic songs, it's probably on the lower range for me. That's why it is number 6. It's Mr. Everyone knows Mr. It's a good time, but it's not my preferred time.
And I put Lupin for number 6. I feel like definitely getting into K-pop and getting into Kara, I was like, whoa, this shit is spicy. They were spicy. And then this iconic, It's Mine, whatever this move is. And their outfits are whole look, and Nicole just, I think she like snatched that era. Nicole. There's nothing wrong with that song. I think it's one of their best songs.
We are in our top 5 favorite Kara songs. Number 5 on our lists. Lupin.
Wrong.
I knew it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess we have very similar opinions on Kara songs.
So-
Lupin slaps! I love Lupin a lot. I love the style of it. The running dance is very iconic. It's got this badass feel in the verses, but then when it gets to the chorus, it's a little more uplifting sounding. I just really like that shift a lot.
And I had to insert Mr. into the top 5. Mr. is one of the most iconic Kara songs. Not even just Kara, it's one of the most iconic K-pop songs of all time. Everyone knows, you know, the suspenders, the dance, the booty shaking. When that song comes on, it's like, you're ready to pop up even if you don't know the dance. Mr. was released first, a Japanese single, and then it became so big that they also have the Korean version. And everyone, their mothers covered that
They
song.
were Japanese queens too.
They were.
So
You just gotta pay homage to one of the biggest K-pop songs ever. This is getting close. Number 4.
number 4.
Number 4.
Pandora.
Oh!
Come close to you and close to you. 모든 걸 가질게. 내가 보이니 close to me and close.
I love you.
I feel like this is the first time we're not mad at each other. So Pandora at number 4. So for me, it's funny because when Pandora first came out, I was not super into it. Like I was kind of not impressed. I was like, eh. But then, I don't know what happened. I feel like after a bit, I like grew to love it so much that I even like would learn the song like singing wise. I would get down to it, and I feel like Pandora, you know, that's when we got like elegant Kara, like that type of Kara style that like everyone,
the
just
rich looking
Kara.
you know
like,
what I mean, right? They look rich, they feel rich, they sound rich.
They're just rich. Yeah, and I love it. Like now it's like a song that like you hear it and you're like, oh shit, here's Pandora.
Back then, I wasn't super big into Kara. Like I found a lot of their music through other people dancing to it. I also found this song through someone else dancing to it, and I was like, oh, this is a fun song. I really like the vibe of it. Like you said, like there's just something about that aesthetic. I don't know what you would call it. It's just that
Rich.
very elegant, pretty, rich. And this is the dance with the jackets, so it's iconic. I feel like things are gonna get different.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I think
things
number
are
3 you're
different.
gonna like you might get mad at me. I don't know.
Number 3 on our list is
Damaged Lady. Listen, I'm a Damaged Lady enthusiast. When Sungyeon comes into that song going, like that's a flex. The fact that she starts that song vocally like with a high note. And this is another concept where they look rich.
Yes.
Like they're rich.
I agree.
Like you can look but you can't touch. Like that's what Kara was when they had these concepts. I love the concept too. Even with when they had the haircuts, like the wigs where they look like boys and stuff. Like I love the whole concept. The chorus is so damn catchy. The suits, the elegance they gave us like in the bridge with the dresses. It's just, it's such a good Kara song. I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about Damaged Lady a lot. And I'm like, you're missing out on just such a good song. Like if you want taste, you gotta listen to Damaged Lady.
I picked Step, and I love Step. It's definitely one of my favorite songs. It's an iconic Kara song. It's retro, the microphone stands, the dance is pretty like spicy, the colors, it's such a colorful video, their outfits are crazy. Like that song, that era, everything about it is so iconic, and it's such a fun song. Like I can't listen to the song and just not feel happy. Like it definitely pumps you up. I feel like I know what's gonna happen for these top 2. Like I think I know what's gonna happen.
Number 2 on the list. Who?
Mamma Mia.
Oh.
Oh, I saw what I thought was gonna happen.
So I put Step, as Amanda mentioned, it's definitely like a fun era. To me, it's one of their most iconic eras of all time. Their outfits, the colorful music video, the dance was pretty damn hardcore in the chorus. With the mics, I felt like you had to be there, and like since we were there when that song came out, it was like a magical moment. Like it was just such a good, wholesome time in K-pop, and Kara's Step literally just made K-pop all the better in that time.
Yeah, I picked Mamma Mia. at this point, you know, I knew Kara.
Obviously.
No, because like I wasn't like really into them, but like I had heard all these other songs. And then Mamma Mia came out in 2014, I believe. Well, they said we're gonna snatch. This song was just revolutionary. Like everything about it, the dance, the whacking. This was another We're Rich song. Like it was just an iconic comeback for them. And the song is timeless. I don't think the song can ever really go out of style. Like it's that good.
I knew what your number one was gonna be. Pero let's just go into number one.
Number one on our list is Damaged Lady.
난 지금 이렇게 아픈데 네 그런 뭔가 It's time to be okay.
So just briefly, because Amanda already did a whole paragraph about Mamma Mia, it was like an epic return for Kara. We were here like, all right, like what are they gonna do with the loss of 2 members? And then they added 𝑭𝒐𝒂𝒔𝒕, and everyone was curious. When they came back on Mamma Mia, it was like, hold on, we're still queens, you know, like in a sense. That dance was hard. As someone who has learned that dance, hard. The whacking in the beginning, the bridge, the chorus, everything about it was so powerful that when I listened to it again for this ranking, I was like, Mamma Mia, man, that song is it. Like that song is one of the best K-pop songs of all time. And like you said, I don't think it could ever go out of style. Like it's not a song that you hear later and you're like, hey, this song isn't as good as I remember. It's a song that's like, this song is just as good as I remember when it came out. Go! Stop dancing.
이렇게 time to be okay.
Damaged Lady! I've always been a Damaged Lady enthusiast as well. I just live for that high note in the beginning. Like, she really said, this is my song and we're starting off strong. And like I also mentioned earlier, I really like that queen aesthetic. The whole video, like everything about it, I just love the suits.
Everything.
I just, that song and that dance and that, the visuals, everything about it, I just love it. And it is sad that I think a lot of people don't really know the song. I think if it would have come out now, it would probably
be more
huge.
yeah.
Like if like a younger group were to come out with it, K-pop fans would be like, oh my god. Ahead of their time. I thought Step was gonna be your number one.
It was close.
And I thought Mamma Mia would be the same number 2.
I just heard it again and I was like, this song is too powerful. So that wraps up our Kara list.
Very similar list.
It's basically very similar.
Very similar.
Let us know what your Kara rank is from our list. We hope y'all ain't get too mad because some of y'all get really mad when we make these lists and you're like, how dare? We're like, we're sorry. Kara is one of the most iconic girl groups of all time and for sure they'll never be forgotten, as clearly we got so excited just talking about these songs because it was going down memory lane. Thank you so much, Megan, for this Patreon request. It was super fun to throw it back this time. If you guys want to make any other Patreon requests, don't forget to go to our Patreon. There's many tiers, things are updated, and we always have so much fun making these rankings. And if you don't want to miss any of these videos, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications, and to also follow us on our Instagram, _junkies, to not miss out on any updates or any things we're hosting.
We also have a podcast if you guys want to listen to that as well. You can find it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. It's called Talk That with K-Junkies.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Megan.
It's for you, Megan.
Sorry, it took so long. Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah. Numbers, yeah.
Hit the lights, let's go.